Done BZ, Done BZ, Done BZ, the BZ TV. What's up, Boss Tweezy? It's your boy Done BZ, and I'm coming to you here live from the Stacy. Cause I'm back at it again with another episode of the Rhythm Skating News. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it. Rhythm Skating News it is. Rhythm Skating News it is. You know what? If I have a name and it's Rhythm Skating News, that means that I could make a graphic for it. So I came in yesterday for a special, extra special emergency episode because I noticed some things about the Fall of Moonlight roller skate that I wanted to cover. And now I'm kind of at an impasse. I've been releasing videos at about one video a week for the last about 6 weeks now. And the next video up I have is the rise and the fall of Moonlight roller skates. But to be honest, I kind of want to push it back. I kind of want to push it back and put something else out and give me some time to brainstorm what I'm gonna add to it to take it to the next level. You know, I got the thumbnail, I got the edits, I'm about to put the extra things in here, maybe a couple of effects. I could watch it, but you know what I mean. But then again, let's get the tangent out the way. I was gonna make this the thumbnail for today's live, but I didn't know what the message was. I didn't completely have a plan for it. And I'm like, I just imagined what is the word gonna be when everybody sees this picture? And they're like, so why did Dunbeezy superimpose Michelle Stein's face on Ray Gun? Why did Dunbeezy take the time to make this thumbnail and shoot a live that has nothing to do with Michelle's styling? It has something cursorily to do with Ray Gun. Why did he take the time to do this? Well, I'm kind of project planning the thumbnail for my Roller Jam video. I got a couple lives I got going about Roller Jam, and I want to put them together into a coherent story. So I said, you know what? This is going to be useful soon. I'm kind of proud of myself, and it is wild how easy it was to superimpose Michelle Stein's face on the ray gun. They look eerily similar. They look extremely alike in their facial features, in their skin tone, their body shapes. Their hair is pretty similar. I haven't done too much changing with her hair. All I really did was just take the picture, just put it on top. But why am I talking about Ray Gun today? Why is the question. Well, Ray Gun is back in the news because Ray Gun made a mistake that Michelle Stein actually made when she first started getting popular as a skater. And it's actually a mistake that a lot of creators from a certain background make when they're trying to come up. And I got to be real, I had to add that last line because y'all know the type of people I'm talking about that go into a community, they see something that they like, and after seeing something that they like, they popularize it among other people within the community because people don't generally go to those communities. And after popularizing it, they begin to take credit for that thing in the community. And it's all good until the day that somebody takes a step back and says, hey, wait a minute. Who are you? Who told you about this? And why do you feel like you made it up? And why do you feel like you made it up? And why would you go as far as to make such a bold claim? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Let me preview what everything in the lie is going to be about. I'm going to start off by doing a comment scan. I dropped the fall of Impala last week, and to be honest, it did good. It did good compared to a lot of the videos that I put out. It's sitting at around 500 views. The shorts that I put out for it are doing pretty okay as well. However, you know, it leaves a little bit to be desired. The fall of Moxie was a more engaging story, and I believe it had more twists and turns. It has more drama. One of the unfortunate parts, and I guess the fortunate parts about Impala, is it is a corporation. They are not silly. They're about that paper. They're about their paper stacks. They're not going to take a chance on anything that's not going to specifically pan out in wealth. So there's not a lot of ups and downs like following the stories of Indy Gemma Jones. Indy, if you're out there, could you respond to my Facebook comment? I'm really trying to interview. Did you read that book? Did you decide to read a book? I don't have to do this. 1 second, I'm about to cut the heat off. Skateboarders are the ultimate sellouts. Skateboarders invented sellouts. Invented it. Skateboarders are terrible. After inventing selling out and making fun of everybody because they thought about selling out or specifically doing something to better their lives, skateboarders went on to sell out first and then take credit for the sellouts. So let's get right into some of the comments that I got about Impala. Boop. Like, this reel is doing pretty good. These reels are doing pretty average. I like the Impala edit. That's the one thing I gotta say about myself. I personally enjoyed it. The different memes. I enjoyed the Hercules bit. The Hercules bit really was funny to me. Bada bing, bada boom. So, well-made video, dude. I remember the skating boom of 2020 and being right there for the Moxie fallout and Impala popping up on the scene. At the time, Moxies, if you could get them, because everything was sold out everywhere, were $300. And I think that's another reason Impala got so big. You mentioned it a little, but the price difference between Impala and Moxie is also probably one of the main factors as to why Impala even managed to get their foot in the door. I think $100 for a pair of skates, especially if you're not a daily skater, appealed to a lot of people. Like you said, skating at that point had become an aesthetic. Knowing what I know now about fashion micro trends and how TikTok contributes to that explains a lot of why Impalas are still around, even if they've shifted their product focus and let their quality control go awry. I can't argue with $100 pair of cute skates, but I'm glad I did my research and bought the Moxies because I can argue against almost breaking an ankle. Yikes. It's crazy. First video of yours I'm seeing and love to see more black creators. Keep up the good work, man. She said, man, but I'm going to read it, man. It's one of the Boss Tweezy. The continuous boss commenters. The boss supporters. Shouts out to the boss supporters. I'm looking for my salute face. Where is it? I wonder what the HTML or the type text. I guess it would be HTML. What's the type text for the salute? So I've been studying HTML. And I have to be honest. Getting up to do a 5-hour coding session does not feel like getting up to stream 5 hours. And I had to look at myself in the mirror. Salute emoji. How to type salute emoji. Hold down Alt, FAE1. Hold down Control Shift, type U1 FAE1. Hold down Control Shift, type U1 FAE1. Control Shift, U1 FAE. See, you know what I mean? You know what? You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing it. I'm looking for the salutes, and I'm about to mess something up. Where my salute at? Maybe it's a little bit farther down. Because you get into the 9 faces, so the salute got to be in there. Let's see if I search it. Can't even search the gent. Okay, let me scan it. Y'all can't see none of this. We can only see your desktop. Hey, man, you want to know something else? I couldn't even see your comment. I couldn't see your comment because I was covering up my OBS. So before you come in here trying to tell me things, bruh. Yo. My bad. Back to the album. Wait, they can't see none of this. Honestly, man, I'm a little embarrassed to be having this moment. And I have text-to-speech on. See, this is why I need my monitor back. I would have heard that. Anyway, I'm going to hit her with the shades. She know I wanted to salute deep down inside my heart. So I never responded. I really want to say this out loud. You ain't got to touch me. I don't feel you. And that's Skrilla. When it come to dropping $100 for a pair of skates, I do not feel you. I don't feel nobody on that beginner skate trend, but I'm a dead serious skater. I'm so serious about skating. I am serious about skating. Every single type of skating. I am not dropping no $100 on a pair of skate because I like the color. I do not feel it. I don't have to do nothing. The day that I quit skating to play basketball, I ran 3 miles to Walmart to buy 2 balls. Now I got the other one later. It was just one. And then I tried to dribble back. Have you ever tried to dribble a basketball while running? I hadn't. I was so bad at dribbling that if I had tried to run and dribble, I would have dropped my ball in the street. I dropped everything, started training basketball for hours every single day. I started running 45 minutes to an hour to a basketball court to get bullied. I was getting bullied. Because that's what happened when you go down to the court, you can't ball. You get bullied. But I could play defense. I started clamping dudes. I don't play that half-step game. I don't have step. So when I get in comments and people talk about half-stepping on roller skating, it gets me upset. I can barely read this comment without getting mad. I don't care about the props. I'm still here. I think $100 for a pair of skates, especially if you're not a daily skater. I'm not a daily skater. I'm still not paying $100 for no inline skates. Thanks for the support. Relax, Dun Beezy. Relax, Dun Beezy. I went outside. I went outside yesterday. I don't know. One day I was on stream and I listened to myself talk about how I don't go outside no more. And I realized how sad that was. I said, bro, you got to start leaving the house. Like, I went outside. This is my tangent. I realize I'm absolutely terrified of outside. I'm terrified. It makes me angry. I had multiple moments where I was consumed by rage because I was not at the house. Have you ever been consumed by rage? So I'm at the bar eating. I'm waiting for the food to come out. And I'm sitting at the table waiting for the food to come out. And I did a calculation. How much takeout could you have acquired with this money? You could have acquired takeout at the house. You could be at the house right now with the takeout. I went to my friend. He owns a gym. This is going to connect to what I'm doing next. He franchises a gym in Hyattsville. So yesterday, the gym has an open house. And I go down to the open house. I'm down at the open house. I'm chilling and stuff. So after the open house, I was going to come home and get takeout. But I was feeling bold because I promised myself I was going to leave the house. I said, you're going to leave the house this weekend. You're not going to stay in the house and play video games anymore. You are going to leave the house from now on. You're going to be leaving your house. So after the training, we go to the bar to have a meal. The first thing, they said go to the bar. We get to the bar and it's like a food location. And so I sat down and I ate food at a place that was not my house. Man, I don't even want to tell the rest of the story. It was so bad. I had fun talking to people, but the pangs of fear of actually being out the house and dealing with situations that occur outside of your house, it really brought some things full circle. I was like, maybe you like this life. Maybe you chose this. Like it's somewhat. I had fun, but I'm gonna tell this last part. So the check come. Nothing funny happened, but I have been watching so many videos about men, single men, going to locations where there were single women and getting the bill for the single women. I've been watching too many horror stories about it. So the check comes and I get one of these women's checks and I'm sitting here. I open the check up. It is an $86 check. It was an $86 check. I bought wings and drank water. And I've just been sitting at the house all day wondering, how do you buy $86 of food in a sitting? Bro, you don't want to leave the house. You not trying to leave the house, boy. I was mad because we had sat next to them and they put us in the same party. They put us in the same party and I got charged gratuity. I got charged gratuity. I had never spoke to these women. They was friends of friends. And I'm mad that I got charged gratuity. It was like $2. I was pissed. I was pissed. I was not. I hit it. I hit it. I was this close not to tipping on top of the gratuity. I was this close. I was this close. I was this fucking close. Bruh. The waitress came over and switched the checks. But still, like, I did not exchange a single word with these women. It's like one of the dudes in the party, his girlfriend was sitting over there. So he got it. He can't come to a bar, sit somewhere different, and not sit next to his girl. Like when he told the waitress that he was going to be paying for his girlfriend's check, I had another flash of fear. Is this dude about to say we go pick up they check together? I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo. And then when I got home, I started to feel a little convicted. Why do you watch so many YouTube stories about this happening? Why are you at home watching so many YouTube stories? You know the YouTube story about when the dude go to the girls' dinner. Man, I don't watch too many YouTube stories. I don't even want to go to brunch. Don't want to go nowhere. Like, bruh. And then I'm thinking about like, okay, if going outside gonna be your thing, can you afford outside? I don't think I can afford outside. I got a bankroll. I ain't gonna say I'm broke. I ain't gonna talk about I ain't got no bankroll. I got a bankroll. But it ain't one of them go out every weekend and spend $80 at a bar bankrolls. It ain't one of them I went to 4 places and spent $30, $40 at each of those places bankrolls. It's I can spend $20 a weekend bankroll and still pay my bills without, going into debt. I got good credit. I could get a $150,000 loan. I be getting ads for that, but I had to promise myself to be more patient. I really had to promise myself to be more patient. Cause I'm like, bro, come on, man. Ain't trying to spend no money nowhere. I was like, you sound cheap as hell. You are not old enough to be this cheap. I should have been there. Like, if you can't buy that meal 4 times, don't sit down and buy it. I shouldn't have been there. I don't even want to be that guy. As someone who started skating 1.5 years ago, I chose Impalas as my first skate back into the sport. I upgraded to RB Twisters in about 5 to 6 months, and it made a world of difference in where I could go as an urban skater. They were cute and decent for learning. I can't say they were as bad as the quad skaters according to other accounts, but definitely were not worth the price points. It's unfortunate they produce super. Let's talk about this point. One thing that I feel people do not account for when they're buying these Impalas is the cost of buying another pair of skates after Impalas. Because you don't just buy Impalas. You got to buy the Impalas. You got to get your pads. You got to upgrade your wheels. And then 5 to 6 months, you're going to do it all over again. So how much money did you really save? You started skating 1.5 years ago. You spent $100 on your first pair of Impalas. What are RB Twisters? Like rollerblades. Then you bumped up to $400 rollerblades. You spent $500 on your first pair of skates. Like, imagine $500 on one pair of skates to get in the game. Check out the thumbnail though. Get that a regular like. Everyone knows Chaya has the most stylish skates. This dude right here. This dude right here is a clown for this. I know this dude. Stop trolling. Stop trolling. Chaya does actually have some very stylish skates. I'm gonna watch this today. Waited for it. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this? Geez, I'm new to skating in indies and was wondering why years ago she was asking for 300K subs. It's still below 300K subs. What's going on? For some reason, I can't click more. Maybe they just typed a bunch of ellipses. Geez, I'm new to skating in Indy's channel. Was wondering why years ago she was asking for 300K subs. It's still below 300K subs. So this comment right here inspired me to do a video on Indy Jamma Jones. Something I noticed. Sheesh. Sheesh. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. So you type Indy Jamma Jones. One of the first videos that pops up. And then after that, you get Learn to Roller Skate. This look, every single time that I start breaking down her signature look, I gotta roll my eyes a little bit. If you don't take them overalls off. I don't think that's why you're single, Indy. Yeah, I think it's them overalls. And then Farron, I don't know, man. I got a bone to pick with Farron. Man, aggressive inline. Talk to me about aggressive inline for a second, man. Talk to me about aggressive inline. Skate in Las Vegas. And it's not, don't talk about us quad skaters. Indy Jamma Jones. Did you see my meme from earlier? She is not a quad skater. People need to stop counting these Moxie girls and all the new skaters that came in during the pandemic as quad skaters. Quad skating is dead. Quad skating is dead. Bruh, they came in, took all the money, saddled us with a terrible reputation, made us look about softer than a mug, and then stopped skating. Them boys ain't skating no more. Hey, bro, I don't care how popular rolling around and skating and being happy, clappy California girls is. It is making me look soft. It's making me look sweet for it. Because that's what people think about when they think about roller skating now. And that's not where I come from. I'm not from that. That's not me. Because when it's time to get the money, they don't call me. But we still out here. Aggressive inline. Look at this, bruh. Look at this, bruh. Look at this, bruh. This skating now. Now, every single skate movement that's real is having a back and forth with race now and inclusivity. They can't get over it. They can't get past it. The thing about aggressive sports like inline skateboarding, it's kind of like being in jiu-jitsu, capoeira, boxing. There is no racism on the mat. There is no racism on the mat. Because there's hands. There's just hands. They might have been racist before, but then they had a Sean Strickland. It was a different time. Skating, I don't know what happened to quad skating, man. I'm on a tangent. Because Indy Jamma Jones is still the most popular skater. She's giving us all a bad name. Derby? Oh my God. First thing that come up, R word. The wild part about aggressive inline skating for me is when you look at how rollerblading died, they're talking about how aggressive inline died. They were rollerblading for like 3-4 years in the 80s. And then it becomes this. It's the most popular thing. It's the thing that everybody pays attention to. It eclipses everything about rollerblading. This is all from one comment about Indy Jamma Jones. Geez, I'm new to skating, and Indy's channel was wondering why years ago she was asking for 300K subs and still below 300K subs. I don't think there's enough news about it. You can't find her apology? You can see the videos about the apology. You can see people talking about the apology. She took the apology down. When you go to her actual page, it just looked like she stopped skating. Took a couple links down. She changed the name of the page, but maybe it's on the Planet Roller Skate page. Nope. Our highest weekend sales. What should I buy? Skates Live. And then we got people coming through. I'm new to skating, and Indy's channel was wondering why years ago she was asking for 300K subs. I had no idea. You couldn't catch me buying them, but I could see the appeal. Thanks, Dumbeezy, for another video. You keep us entertained. Thank you for the support. I bought Impala skates as a first pair when I was uninformed and just getting into roller skates. They absolutely destroyed my feet. I'm talking severe foot pain every single time I even put them on. Ingrown toenails and more. Jeez, that must have been, I can imagine that. I hope a lot of people start to realize how shite Impala is and go for a better, more reputable company. I found a style I was passionate about and invested in Rydell OG skates. I'll never go back. And Lucy Cappy 1992. Lucy P. Lucy P. Lucy P is a Impala apologist. I'm gonna stop. She ain't that bad. I'm sorry, Lucy. I ain't had to do that. Rydell money for Impala and the heel is still falling off. They are starter skates for sure. When I started skating, I started a lifestyle. Y'all see where I am. I'm about to respond to this. When I started skating, I started a lifestyle. Didn't Chuft have the same problem? Chuft gonna get the work when it's Chuft's turn. Exclamation mark. I think they are from the same, as in the same factory as Moonlight. That's what I heard. Why you putting up question marks? Don't you know? You know, I don't like people like this. Don't be passive aggressive. Get aggressive. Get aggressive. Get aggressive, Lucy Cappy. You know you heard that. Why you asking me? Why you asking me questions? Looking forward to the next team. P.S. I never knew Impala was even a skateboard brand. All that drama over Phantom, I bet some of those folks started out on Impalas, which is fine. Buy what you can afford. You see what I mean? Buy what you can afford. Here's a little bit of sprinkle of my opinion. I don't care about your opinion. Make a video. Make your own video. Get out my comments. You ain't low. The difference for Impala versus Rydell outside the U.S. is huge. Hey, bro, when I started skating, I started a lifestyle. Period. People say buy Impala without calculating the whole cost. Imagine you buy Impalas. If you have to buy 2 Impalas, during the same year, you spent Rydell money. Period. You ain't just buy Impalas. If you like colorful skates and don't care about the heel falling off, say that. But we gotta stop the cap. We gotta stop capping. You gotta stop the cap. Stop the cap. Calm down, DeBeezy. Calm down. But you capping. Hey, when I started skating, buying Impalas is like shopping it's like buying groceries at a corner store. If you have to buy 2 pairs of Impalas during the same year, hey, if you like colorful skates, don't skate often, and don't care about your heel falling off, say that. That's a specific kind of skater from a specific era. Rydell is, in fact, hey, yo, there are cheaper brands. There are cheaper brands than Impala with the same quality. Go Temu. Just go Temu. We never talk about, people always talk about the affordability. People always, I don't need to bring up people. Why not buy Chicago's? 0 reports of torn heels. There are cheaper brands than Impala with better quality. Hey, there are cheap. You know what? You know what I got? You know what I'm actually going to do? Actually, I'm just going to keep it at that one line. Buying Impalas is like buying groceries at the corner store. If you got to eat, and live in a food desert, go for it. No, I ain't got to say that. 2 sentences done, busy. Buying Impalas is like buying groceries at the corner store. There are international brands cheaper than Impala. So buying Impalas is like buying 3. Buying Impalas is like buying groceries at the corner store. 2, there are cheaper international brands. Impala is white labeled. Three Impala is three. Two Impalas a wire flavor. Three. Three. No, only need two. One, two, they're cheaper. One, buying Impalas is like buying groceries at the corner store. Two, there are international skate brands. They're better. They're cheaper. There are international skate brands cheaper than Impala. Impala's a white labeler. Three. What does Moonlight and Chubb have to do with this video about Impalas? Why, like, hey, three, 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 $50 more. Three. Nah, there's a only. I only needed two. I only needed two. Or I delete this comment. And I don't say nothing. I comment on the other people videos, and then I let her know that I actually went through these comments. I just skipped yours. It's been 52 minutes. I've been talking about these comments for 52 minutes. Let's check out another one. And I want to talk about this question too. And I really like the comment I got on this one. Yelling. I was screaming at that woman for about 20 minutes. Easily. So somebody came in, what brand and style should I get? I know how to skate, but your videos inspire me to get better and start rhythm skating. And so I asked, what are your goals as a skater? I follow Skate Life, and I would love to groove and rhythm skate with confidence. I like to travel and bring my skates, and being able to go different cities and skates too would be a dream. Just like someone would go to California for the beaches or New Orleans for the food. I love to go and see and embrace the skate scene. So, what's your favorite Skate Life video? Each video has a theme based on the location. And this comment inspired me to think. I think I have a video that kind of addresses this. I think I have a video about what rhythm skates to buy to skate different styles. How to buy skates if you want to rhythm skate. I do have a video. And I could break this video down into some reels. I need to break this video down into some reels. Because when I got this question, and it's a question that I get a lot, especially when I talk about Impalas. Everybody always want to jump out and sneak cape for Impala. No, I know what I should say. I know what I'm gonna say, dog. I ain't tell you, bruh, dog. Do you skate in Impalas? So you bought the. So you bought the. So you bought. So you paid. So I could guess you paid right there money for Impalas. You know what? That's defensive. Don't do that. You don't got to do that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. You do not have to do that. Because that's what I hear. That's what I hear. My only thing is don't get in my face trying to defend these choices like they good and then want me to nod along. Nod along like you made a good choice. Because that's what I really don't like. And then people get mad at me. They want to say I'm being a jerk. I real life, I used to have this girl I was dating. We went to the rink one day and somebody came up and they asked her about her skates and they talked about wanting to get a pair of Impala skates. I said, them skates is terrible. The last thing that you need to do is get some Impala skates. Terrible specs. Terrible reviews. Retelling the story, I could kind of. She was mad. She said she never let that go. Serious skaters do not wear no Impala skates. If you, I understand why too. Now that I'm saying it out loud, bro, come by and say, yeah, man, these skates is trash. Trash, boy. Oh, but I like my Impalas because you don't know nothing about skating. If you knew something about skating, you wouldn't like them. And like, so you've been thinking that these skates is trash for the last 2 hours? you, oh, what? I think that people can skate in their Impalas, but the moment that you start suggesting that somebody else buy them, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Just get the T moves, boy. Maybe I need to win at something else in life, bro. That's something else I thought about. What if I just started winning at other things so I didn't have to take this so seriously? Maybe I need to win somewhere. So, uh, what's a good upgrade from Impala? Not just for cruising. So, Renee, I was kind of going through this process with somebody via the comments, and I would love to go through it with you right now. Who are some skaters that you like to watch? And I could type everything that I'm going through. Not just for cruising. Cause I gotta keep it real. On the Rydell side, a lot of them joints starting at like the 200 right now. Just a little under the 200. And that's a little bit different. I can't just be like, yeah, dog drop the 200. So boom. Next part about cultural appropriation. This is what I was gonna make the thumbnail. Let me know if this one's too far. This is gonna be the third time I showed everybody this. Just rink rolling or cruising. Okay. How big is her foot? Your daughter? I might let your daughter skate in them Impalas. Her foot about to grow. I don't know how old she is, but I feel like her foot about to get bigger. Make sure them joints is tied up. Check the specs every single time. And especially around the size that she got, you probably could get some $50 Impalas. You could, by the time she ready for a pair of skates. Do you have multiple kids? Impala will have a sale. Mainly bladers. Especially at a blading rink. At a blading rink. Look at me. I was talking all that trash. Yeah, 14. Okay, if she 14, she probably gonna grow a little bit more. If she was a boy, you know what was about to happen with her shoe size, bruh. You know, a lot of dudes they ain't gonna hit their growth spurt till they turn 14. I'm gonna definitely put that boy in them Impalas. That dude gonna be busting out his skates every 6-7 weeks. Nah, cuz. And other than the Impalas, if we're looking for something just above those, that's like colorful. Oh, and they tall. That was gonna be the next thing I asked. When did you stop growing? The Rydell Orbit. The Rydell Orbit set going at some of these is 50. So depending on the size of the foot and when you're catching it, 70 on eBay. Let me see if I can click into one of these without doxing myself. And when dudes get to talk about how expensive Rydell is, oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna be buying new skates. Not to sound so amazed, but when you said it, I'm like, yo, them kids gonna keep growing. Yeah. Oh yeah. And at their heights and with the needs of your feet at that height, I wouldn't cheap out. Cause like I'm like 6'2". And like I was out in my rollerblades, I didn't have them tied up properly, and I have huge blisters on my feet. And I have another one that's shifted at the bottom. So it's changed up the way that I can push and get action in. With the additional weight and force, it's gonna mess your feet up. It's gonna mess them up quick. And the thing about the Rydales in the wild part that they retail so close to the Impalas. Let's get close. Sheesh, come on, Kansas City. I wanted to expand. Oh, here we go. Adjustable toe stops. The Impalas don't have adjustable toe stops. The Sonar wheels, I think Impala's doing in-house wheels. Look at this Rydale boot for a second. Look at this Rydale boot. This is a double-stitched boot made out of factory pressed leather, put together by roller skating professionals with 10 to 15 years of experience. Another reason why buying from Rydale is so powerful, and I'm not just saying this as a dude that just randomly knows it. I might actually have a documentary about this that I want to queue up in a couple seconds. I can't even tell if it's Michelle Stein. The orbits are all raised heels. I learned this from how Rydale skates are made. Look at this lady. You think she just started at the factory yesterday? Think this her first day? They don't make nothing else at that factory. Just skates. Rydale skates all day. They know exactly where that stuff's supposed to go. Footbeds. I got micro inline skates. The thing is, I don't really like lace my skates up a lot, and I put them on standing up. So it has the hard outer shell, and by putting them on standing up, I didn't push my foot all the way into the boot. I got these right here. Frame locking shell, perfect fitted liner. I probably need. Hey, what's up, Yar? How you doing? Did you get started on Dark Souls? And I could feel my foot shaking around in the bottom. Like I could feel it. Get them some 909s. Are those wheels? Thank you. I get a lot of comments on the color of the skates. I need to get another banana suit. Are they rollerblades? Oh. Because I'm talking about getting some aggressive inlines. Some 909s. I'm playing Dark Souls 3 right now. Have fun. I remember before I had rollerblades, man. Not rollerblades. Lock in that hill. Yeah, gotta lock that joint in. Gotta lock that joint in. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way, but I also learned in a way that I'm not about to make this mistake a second time. The micros. The thing is, I think I barely got a pair. I had a blisters like this big. Not like in the whole circumference, but they were like across my foot like that much. Skater owned. I'm trying to get into aggressive inlines. Holy fucking shit. Nope, I just made it. They're in UK sizes. Oh, now I'm gonna have to. The thing is, I'd rather spend a little bit more and not hurt myself. You're a blade hoarder. You're one of those. When do you find time to skate with all of them? I'm trying to find this joint all fast. Here we go. Nope. Now it looks like I'm just looking at Instagram girlies. Can't find it. Because I saw a picture of somebody with like 20 pairs of skates. I got 2 pairs of skates. I don't. It's wild. You got $1,000 sitting under your bed. I'm talking trash. I'm talking trash. I just stopped playing video games. I have thousands of dollars worth of gaming equipment. Bro, you are wild. Even though they don't fit me well, you are wild. Oh, man. Working them graveyards, you can't even skate. You wake up in the middle of the day, but they look so good. But one day I might play video games. I might play. I might boot it up. I shouldn't sell my Xbox and my Elgato. Let me check them out. Not a $800. Because I was on roller skating Reddit and they were suggesting some different skates for me to get. Ooh, the Bowers. I'm messing it up. I'm typing it wrong. Oh man. And these joints be like these joints be hundreds of dollars. Oh man. With the little itty bitty wheels. Ooh. Ooh-wee. What did you put on them? I was in the inline roller skating Reddit. Blade trade outpost or Bigfoot trade. If you have big feet on these streets, you can find gems, quality skates, and wheels. You can try to find a few brands without the price tag. Okay. Oh, thanks for the tip. Because this is taking me to the second part of the live, or I guess the third part of the live. Rollerblading research. So what had happened was, and I'm mad, I found out yesterday when I was on live that my rollerblade wheels weren't coming. Fifth Elements. Let's go Blade Trade. Blade Trade Outpost. Trade at your own risk. Hall of Shame scammers. Ooh. What inline skates do you ride? Micros. Using PayPal, goods and services payments. Not family and friends will protect you from fraud. Yes. Understood. Yes. Okay. Trading using PayPal goods and services payments, not family and friends, will protect you because it gives you additional protections. That's a good one. You see? Blade Trade Outpost. Yep. That's one cool part about rollerblading. Somebody said the 909s are the Mesmers. Ooh wee, these joints in the 400s. Now I'm talking trash. Them. So I could probably get into a pair of aggressive inlines for under 200. These on sale. Let's see what sizes they got. Bro, ain't no way. Large, medium, extra small. What are you talking about? I'm kidding myself. The wheels is only 130. This ain't gonna be a quick purchase, is it? It's a wild boy decision. Yeah, they have a size chart. I already don't trust them. It's too much trust was lost. Talk about a large boy. If you don't give me a number, they have more sizes now. Ooh wee. Should I sign up for the newsletter? And I got a newsletter. Let me go to the shop. This is where all my dinner money's going. Man, you know how many YouTube videos I'm going to have to make go gangbusters to get these skates? Then I'm going to have to buy some pads. I could use credit at $50 a month, 4 installments of $50 a month. Or 4 installments of $100. Bro, they ain't even in my size. I'm about to tweak. I just figured this out in my head. I got the math down, and they ain't even got my size. I'm about to tweak. I'm tweaking. Bruh. Man, I wear size 13. I wear size 13. And my foot kind of wide. One of those, the mushroom wheels. Remain, I wear size 13 and my foot kind of wide. Now I got to look up all these parts. One of the cool parts about rollerblading is I'm new to rollerblading. I'm not like a OG in the game. Bro, unk with it. Ooh, this look nice. This looks sturdy. Let's go to the shop. Ooh-wee. And then $80 for the plate. Then you got the wheels, hundo. Get one of the cool joints. Stop it. What did I say? I know I said it. That's why we're here. Now, I really like... Dude told me I needed some Loctite to put the wheels on. It's crazy. One sec, I'll be right back. I got to get the reason why I'm so upset. I mean, I guess I might just have some processing issues because this is like the 10th time I said I'm upset today. Of course, for various reasons. Show y'all my situation. But wait, there's more. So, on those, it's a limited release drop too. Can't just get them. 260 meals. So this is some of the stuff I got from Amazon. I'm cooling up my Amazon so I can see if the joint shipped. Man, I'm so mad. I'm gonna stop saying that I'm mad. I'm a little disappointed that all of my packages did not come. On the way, but it's running late. Did it ship? They didn't even tell me if it shipped or not. Now expected the 17th to the 18th. Jeff Bezos, I ain't even gonna threaten to come beat up Jeff Bezos. I'm chill on, bro. Jeff Bezos ain't got nothing to do with this. Violence is not the answer for anything. Oh, wait, here. So this is what my skates are looking like right now. I've been skating on 3 wheels for like a year. When I came back with them blisters, I was like, oh my God. I had them blisters and I only did the first third of the skate. I was going to David Goggins the other 2 parts, and I said, bro, you are done skating for the day. Do not David Goggins this. Then the next part. What's the best angle to realize it? See ya. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for coming through and sharing knowledge. Love the last video. Yeah. You gotta smell it to make sure it ain't that stinky. So I wanted to get some new wheels. I need to clean these. And I realized that I had not done any repairs. I had not done anything new with my skates. I got the Loctite. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Renee. GG's. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel. Now I got to think of a special emote. If I get enough galaxies, I might be able to get back to my own universe. That's the Miles Morales. Had to let everybody know. Put the joint on screen. And then boom. Something else I did this week. I said that twice because I was reliving all of the stuff that I've been going through, and I reliving all of the things that I went through in my mind. I was reliving all of the purchases that I made outside of my usual purchases. I sprung for the Sonic 7 tool with the Extendo 4mm. because I knew that I wanted to adjust the inside of my skate, and I got to take the back wheel off. Am I really going to do this live? I need to rotate these too. I can see the blue Loctite on the front. Oh my God, I got grease all over my hand. Why don't I got gloves on? What's it screwed into? Ain't nothing come out the other side. Cause I can't realign this boot. Ooh, cause I got an Allen wrench. Oh, this feel good. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh man, look at that boy. I tried to poke an Allen wrench in here, and I almost stabbed my hand against that plate over there. And that's when I realized that, bruh, that's why you need to invest in the long one. And now maybe my plates won't shift so much. Well, yeah, like I don't even untie it that much. You see, I only got it untied to here. I get it untied to there, and then I stuff my foot inside. And even the inside, like the inside of the joint, the inside of my liner, sometimes it be bent up. But boom. That's where I am on my inline skating journey. Second part of my inline journey, I started doing some more research about different setups. I got a question a couple of weeks ago about a rocker setup. This is my same. Ain't no way this is Wish. Ain't no way this is Wish. Ain't no way this is Wish. So I got a question about some of the things that people wanted me to answer and talk about when I was inline skating. That's the third time I've said that because I keep running it back in my head. What are rocker skates and how do you make a setup? Can y'all hear this? No. You can see it though.
So you may be asking yourself again, what is a rocker setup?
There it is.
Hey guys, it's me, Chaco from Inline Skater. If you've been watching my videos, you probably know that I love to skate with rocker inline skates, right? Many of you ask me, what the hell is a rocker setup?
This
Let
dude
me
funny.
help you with that. In general, when you buy your inline skates, their wheels usually have the same size, especially for free skates, like the Seba FR series, the rollerblade twisters, the Paraslide Imperials, etc. They usually come with 80mm wheels, very good all-around wheels. So, when all the wheels have the same size, we call this a flat setup. They provide good stability, speed, but when it comes to maneuverability, they are kind of limited. If you want to spice things up, I suggest you to rock a rocker setup. See what I did here? So you may be asking yourself again, what is a rocker setup? Basically, a rocker setup is when your wheels have different sizes,
72,
and this highly
76,
affects the
76,
behavior of your
72.
skates.
So about
Let
4
me
millimeters.
give you two examples of rocker setups. The high-low. This setup has two large wheels on the back and two smaller ones on the front. This is what you find on hockey skates. They increase the maneuverability a little bit and give you a much more aggressive stance, which will help you do explosive sprints, like what you can see during hockey games. The full rocker or slalom setup, aka the banana setup. This is the setup I use all the
I
time.
never
I'm
knew.
addicted to it. Once you get used to the slalom setup, it's hard to go back to a flat rocker. Trust me. One small wheel on the heel, two bigger ones on the middle, and another small wheel on the toe. With this setup, you're always skating on two wheels, except when you're doing wheelings, of course. And this enables you to have an extremely high maneuverability, because it becomes much more easier to turn with this setup, so super tight turns won't be a big deal for you. This is what freestyle skaters use for freestyle slalom, for speed slalom, and dancing and other disciplines that require a lot of maneuverability. But you won't manage to go super fast with this setup, and it hasn't really been made for that. This setup is difficult to control on high speeds because your skates will start to wobble. Why? Because the only two wheels that touch the ground are so close that it's like if you're skating
So
with
that
a
means that I'm gonna
mini
need
frame. Your
a
skates may
rocker
start to
setup
wobble
in
because
order
of
to
that.
slalom skate,
But
or
don't
I'm gonna be
worry,
speed
I'm
skating.
actually preparing a tutorial on how to use this setup like a boss. But hey, you can go fast with these frames if you know how to control your center of gravity. There are other examples of rocker setups. I'll put a link in the description to an amazing article I found on Google about rocker setups. I hope you like this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to see my next tutorial about how to skate on a full rocker setup. Also, please help me make inline skating more popular by sharing these videos to your friends. You can change everything. Think about it. Alright guys, see you in the next
I think a
episode.
rocker might be perfect because I'm exaggerating. I'm thinking that a rocker setup would be like the two middle wheels on a quad. Like, okay, but my quad wheels they're on your toe and it's directly on your heel. It would be like having all your wheels right under your foot. But something. So, boom. Those are the inline skating updates. We reviewed Impala. Now, I want to talk about something that's a little bit adjacent. Because, you know, I've been pulling this up. I've been flashing this over and over again. I did not have to do her like this. But it's really important for roller skating because it's an issue that comes up in roller skating and a question that gets asked a lot, is spoken about a lot. A lot of times when a skater says that they created a move, they might get some pushback from the skating community about how, yeah, man, nobody owns skating. Hey, bro, that's a little bit like general dance. You're not that guy, pal. Let it go. What I would like to do is point out a story of Ray Gunn, the story of Ray Gunn. Ray Gunn competed in the 2024 Olympics inside of the breakdancing category. And inside of the breakdancing category, she rose to infamy because of the low quality of her performance. I can say this publicly and admit it. Ray Gunn is not a bad dancer for who she is. Breakdancing requires a lot of athleticism, and as a middle-aged woman, it's very difficult to keep up with a lot of people who are breakdancing because it's a lot of very young people who are super strong that have been practicing their power moves for years. However, Ray Gunn did not belong in the Olympics because it's a high skill competition. It's a really, really high skill competition. Well, Ray Gunn's performance shot her into infamy because there were accusations of fraud. It was so bad that people said that somebody cheated somewhere to give her an opportunity to do this. And if you didn't know, breakdancing has been removed from the 2028 Olympics. Let's just check this. So I'm not like, am I just lying? Breakdancing will not be busting a move in 2028. The decision to exclude breakdancing for 2028 in Los Angeles was made a few years ago. Wow. So it was removed for a couple years ago. So before I keep saying that it was Ray Gunn's fault, it's up to each local organizing committee to determine which additional sports to put forward that will fit with their vision of the games. In a 2003 press conference brief on why Los Angeles Olympic organizers does not include the sport. Obviously, breaking fit very clearly with Paris's vision on a very youth-focused urban engagement. In October of 2023, the governing body of breakdancing, the World Dance Sport Federation, released a statement that addressed breaking being left out of the upcoming 2028 Olympics. While profoundly disappointed with the LA 28 decision, the WDSF is proud of all that is accomplished together with the breaking community in an extremely short amount of time. So I can't put this on Ray Gunn. I'm not going to keep putting this on Ray Gunn. Australian breaker Ray Gunn expressed her disappointment at the sport's inclusion in 2028. Why? Particularly, she shared her frustration under the decision being made prior to the sport's debut in Paris. It was disappointing that it was decided before we where were you? Where were you? Because I know some Australian dancers. I know a lot of Australian dancers, and I know Australian break dancers. Nobody got the call. And I think the wild part that people don't bring up is people are still asking Ray Gunn about her opinion on breakdancing. I'm about to talk about that in a second. I thought that was absolutely wild. And the fact that she's copyrighting a dance that was performed by indigenous aboriginals in Australia connects a lot to what's happening in roller skating. However, we can say it, we could be outraged about it. The part that really hits hard is that she actually has pressured people out of opportunities by threatening them with their lawyers. I don't know if this is the best video to watch on it. He does a little bit of cursing. He does some cursing. Fair use.
Gun is back in the news, and it's not silly, it's not quirky, it's not jovially retarded, it's actually quite callous. You see, Australian comedian Steph Broadbridge created a satirical musical based on Ray Gun's Olympic performance, and right before its opening show, it was shut down by Ray Gun's legal team. Yes, that's right, Ray Gun's legal team sent this comedian a cease and desist letter outlining that they had to take necessary steps to safeguard Rachel's creative rights and the integrity of her work. I'm sorry, this is Clown World. You've got to be kidding me. Let's have a closer look.
The Aussie comedian behind the Ray Gun-inspired musical vows to get the show back on.
She is a clown for having that fit on. This woman is hilarious. I want to see this show because I could tell from the news article in this segment that she's hilarious.
On the road after the Sydney preview was cancelled hours before its debut.
Yes, this is the project. I don't actually like the project. You might have noticed I don't like much Australian media. I mean, sometimes there's like a banger movie or TV series, but all of the general shit, you know, the talk shows, the reality shows, they all just seem to be fucking lame. But in this case, they've got the actual comedian on, so I thought we'd give it a chance.
The Olympic breakdancers' legal team had
Like, all of these moves are actually difficult to do. But this is amateur hour to be at the Olympics.
The Paris 2024 Olympics and internet infamy.
So while I don't have a copy of the full legal letter, Ray Gun's legal team made a statement to The Guardian. They said, while we have immense respect for the credible work and effort that's gone into the development of this show, we must take necessary steps to safeguard Rachel's creative rights and the integrity of her work. This action is not intended to diminish the contribution of others, but rather to ensure her brand is properly represented and protected in all future endeavours. The use of the Ray Gun name by a comedian without approval has caused confusion among the public, potentially leading them to believe that Ray Gun the musical had Rachel's endorsement or approval. The misuse of intellectual property is not only misleading, but also jeopardizes Rachel's other commercial ventures, which rely on the integrity of her brand. Other commercial ventures, the integrity of her brand. Let's just take a second to remember, this bitch got sent to the Olympic Games for free.
Her brand is ridiculousness. But on a legal stage right now, Ray Gun, the kangaroo dance, you can't do it.
To embarrass her country. To embarrass her country with a fucking kangaroo dance and some iteration of the sprinkler, and now she's claiming it's her intellectual property. That's fucking bonkers. And not only that, they've got no right to do this. I mean, parody and satire is fair game. It's literally fair use. Even if she did have some sort of claim over the fucking kangaroo dance. I mean, some people are going to say, well, technically, Bearing, her complaint is about the use of the name Ray Gun. And yeah, it is. But this comedian said the lawyers also told her she wasn't allowed to do the dance.
I'm glad that you came in to confirm that. Ain't no way. You could not come back to the hood after representing dancing like that. You might get jumped. If Ray Gun was from Atlanta, she'd have got jumped when she got home. For real.
Anyway, let's get to this interview.
Somebody.
Comedian and creator Steph Broadbridge is here to tell us all about it. Would you please welcome Steph?
This is heavy.
Targeted. I'm not saying that targeting people for violence is okay. But embarrassing the entire hood and taking opportunities for people, and then
So
gallivanting
last night
around the
was supposed to be
world.
a big preview night. What on earth happened?
Yeah, so we were all ready to go. We'd been doing rehearsals. I had a 8-person cast. I had a band members
Doing
coming from
rehearsals is
Canberra.
hilarious.
And then I received a message from the comedy club that I was performing at that they'd had a cease and desist from Ray Gunn's lawyers and we weren't going to be able to proceed.
So they've sent this legal letter to the venue itself, not this comedian who would be the promoter, I guess. I kind of find that a bit piss weak. See, venues are much more likely to fold to legal threats. They've got business permits, they've got liquor licenses, they've got tons of staff. They've got a lot more to lose than this single comedian. So it's kind of just attacking the whole thing at the weak spot, and it's a common tactic to shut down comedians. It's just a bit piss weak.
Ray Gunn seemed to be going along with all the jokes since the Olympics. So what is it specifically she has a problem with your show?
I have no idea. And I don't even know if
I thought you had a brand that you wanted to support. Let people tell your story, Ray Gunn.
she does have a problem with it because I haven't spoken to her. Her lawyers haven't spoken to me. It's all been sort of very too removed from what's happening. So, yeah.
Well, she does have a problem with it because her lawyers have sent you a threatening letter. Now, unless they're just completely fucking rogue, no lawyer's going to just fire off legal threats like that without instruction. But this whole exercise is just a scaring tactic. They know she doesn't own the rights to the fucking kangaroo dance. That's ridiculous. Maybe they might have something with the trademark of the silhouette, but even then, this is parody. This is satire. I just cannot see this going their way if they fought this out in court. I mean, they know they're not gonna have to because the venue's gonna go, oh fuck, we don't want the trouble, shut it down.
I'm hoping that she still wants to see it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to see it. She's embarrassed by it. She wants it to go away unless she gets something out of it. You know, like a column or a TV appearance or a photo shoot with that fucking lame insert
More
magazine she did a few months
TV
back.
What were you in
appearances.
breach of, though? What copyright laws had you broken?
So she had trademarked a silhouette image that I'd used in a little mock-up poster.
Yeah.
And also they were concerned that I was going to be using the dance moves in the performance. And they were right to be concerned about that. I am using the dance moves.
What, you mean the kangaroo jump bit?
Yeah, yeah.
She's copyrighted that.
I don't know if she has, but and I'm not sure what the rules are. I'm not a lawyer. I've never had to deal with lawyers before in my life. It's all very crazy.
Yeah, see, like I said, it's a scare tactic. No one wants to deal with lawyers, except for other lawyers, I guess. And they know that. They also know they cannot copyright this dance move. I mean,
They were right to be concerned because she's going to be out there doing her best Ray Gun impression. I've never seen a bad Ray Gun impression. Everybody that does it, they do it exactly the same way that she does it because she is not a breakdancer. She's like 3 serious practices away. 3 serious practices away from being a breakdancer.
if you did have some sort of legal
Everybody
claim
always
over
has
a
to
dance
hold
move,
everything.
I reckon it'd have to be something really specific, and it would have to encroach on someone's market. Like, I'm no lawyer, but I'd imagine if you put out some disco song with the moves of the fucking YMCA, the village people would have something to say about it. I mean, if there's any lawyers in chat, feel free to enlighten me. Now, if Raygun could even technically copyright this dance move, she's fucking ages too late, as Australian comedian Lewis Spears points out.
In her legal letter, Raygun
Yeah, he's
says
about
the
to get her.
kangaroo dance is her intellectual property and that nobody else can perform it. You own the idea of dancing like a kangaroo. That's an interesting claim from a woman who did it 20 years after the Wiggles and 60,000 years after Indigenous people did. Although, to be fair to Raygun, unlike the Wiggles, she didn't do the dance with Rolf Harris. And as for your other moves, Rachel, I'm pretty sure Michael J. Fox has done most of these ones before, and I've definitely seen this move on Family Guy. Also, isn't your PhD thesis titled Deterritorializing Gender in Sydney's Breakdance?
What was her research really for? What was the research really for at the end of the day? Are we decentralizing breakdancing and really giving people an opportunity, or are we trying to get our own little spotlight? Are we trying to carve our own spotlight out? Just beep, 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 beep. I'm super duper curious to see where this is going to continue to go. There's more news coming out.
Scene. Your entire doctorate is about why women are struggling to get into breakdancing, and here you are suing another woman for getting into breakdancing.
All fair points. And
Suing
while we're
another
at it, why
woman
is she
for getting
coming
into
after this quirky
breakdancing?
little comedian from Sydney? Why didn't she go after the Jimmy Fallon show? I'll tell you why. It's because she knows the Jimmy Fallon show would fucking laugh at her. And while we're bordering on the insanely ridiculous, why don't we, and hear me out here, set up an Australian wildlife legal fund? Let's fucking sue Ray Gunn on
And I'm going to pause it there because this guy is going to continue to insult Ray Gunn as a person. And I don't like the way that he uses curse words in order to do this. Ray Gunn under fire 20 hours ago. Don't think she's functioning. Ray Gunn mocked after claiming ownership of the kangaroo dance. Been starting to make his rounds. Top 10 Ray Gunn breakdance moves. No, she didn't. She challenges her haters to a $10,000 dance-off. Ray Gunn, I will trash you. Please. Please. But if we challenge Ray Gunn to a dance-off and her husband's judging.
Have you seen?
Lunacy. I first want to say, just before that, well done to everybody who went to the Enough is Enough rally against anti-Semitism this morning. I think there was one in Sydney and one in Melbourne. Well done to everybody who attended those. Lefty Lunacy, though. Caroline, you're about to bring us your imitation, hopefully, of the great Ray Gun.
Well, I don't know. Am I allowed to do this anymore?
Is it copyrighted?
She's copyrighted her silhouette.
One poor version of
yes, but I think fair use using current affairs.
Anyone can break dance.
Yeah.
So what's she done?
Well, Ray Gunn is now saying that she's apologised to Indigenous Australians because she was blamed for culturally appropriating Indigenous people over that kangaroo position, which was part of course, her whole
So she gonna tell the real reason.
Dancing performance.
Sorry, she apologised to Indigenous Australians. She should have apologised to all Australians.
Exactly. World humiliation.
But anyway,
quite extraordinary is that her entire sport, if you can even call it that, frankly, is appropriating black culture, African American culture, and this is it's
insane stuff,
irony.
James. Absolutely insane. James, wanted to play you this clip from Steve Christo, who's a councillor in Sydney. Have a listen.
They are sick to death of having welcome to country ceremonies thrust upon them and smoking ceremonies and being made to feel like second-class citizens. It's time to rein this back in and more accurately represent our local community on cost of living measures and housing affordability, which they are suffering greatly with.
Now, we've had Steve on Outsiders before. He's a great bloke, but we need more people at a grassroots level to speak out, don't we, against this welcome to country stuff?
Yeah, and the good thing is they're starting to, and I think it goes back to the referendum. It was overwhelmingly rejected, and I think that's given confidence to political leaders, ironically. They always look at the polls, look at the trends, then they suddenly develop convictions. But I think that result has given confidence to people. But credit to Steve Christo, who has been speaking out about this for a long time. And, of course, you've given him a platform on this program to do just that. I think we'll see more of it.
We need to see a lot more.
Man, I forgot about the African American culture appropriation. And she was in the breakdancing Olympics. We haven't heard anything about anybody from the breakdancing Olympics because Ray Gunn took everything. I wanted to bring this up because one of the big criticisms that I've heard levied about roller skating and heard said to people who are roller skating is XYZ group does not own roller skating. I've also heard a lot of comments that question the validity
And if you watch this
of people when they say that they created different roller skating techniques. Now I want to get directly to a comment. Now, people were dancing on roller skates when I was very young. Now, people were dancing on roller skates when I was very young in 1972 when I was going to the skating rink a lot. They just called it dancing on skates. But many of these same moves are just simply moves that a balanced person who enjoys to dance does naturally. If they roller skate, so okay, we appreciate Richard Humphrey, but let's be careful when we say that people were stealing from him. When movement is a basic form, as is dance, especially just hanging back on the back foot, giving a front swirl, and then changing weight. That's barely even a thing. And I said, okay, go tell Richard Humphrey he ain't make the downtown. I believe him. Not gonna lie. And Richard Humphrey, I've spoken to him about it. There are times where people will go back and forth with him about different roller skating vocabulary that he created and has been teaching for years because they started roller skating and now that's the new thing. That's not the only thing. Y'all want to see something funny? Nobody said toe manual before 2020. Nobody said toe manual before 2020. And now let's look at people who are doing it. Let's look at the people who are teaching this. Okay, we got him 7 months ago. 10 months ago. Toe heel manually. Let's see who's saying this. Toe manual master. I didn't even say this. I don't believe it's a real term. I heard it came out and I said, bro, perfect time to make a course. Toe manuals. 5 months ago. Manuals. He's a shield. Diamond Walker's a shield. I'll say it. He's a grifter. Skate grifter. The split switch. Where are the videos and mentions of this word toe manual before 4 years ago? There are none. Dunbar. Back on skates. Shouts out to that boy Dunbar. I'm a skate grifter too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm grifting. Heelys, nano grinds, toe manual. This is a Heelys. Manual on rollerblades. Because they talk about balancing in the park, skate on one wheel, how to toe roll, how to hilly, heel toe special, lurking while working. Hey, we talk about Australia today, but we not talk about the good parts, unfortunately. And when I told people that, hey, that's a skateboarding term, roller skating made easy. Wow, this ebook. Thriftbooks.com. I'm just looking at the way people are monetizing skating. This skating ebook, $14 Moxie book. By Caitlin Joel. She wearing Impalas on the cover? I think that's Holland. Inline calls it a toe roll and a heel press. So the dude that called it a manual, he's grifting too. Grifters. But you know how the term really comes along? The new skaters come into the roller skating market. They see that skateboarders call it a manual. And now they will not stop arguing people down that that's the skateboarding term. Nobody was saying that. I've actually had a conversation with people on my page about this as well, on a live from way long ago. Now I'm looking, I'm reaching. The rise and fall of Impala skates. I'm not gonna waste everybody's time by going through and checking everything out. I learned to rollerblade in 1 week. It's too late for me to do this, but he's in a ramp. I can learn to aggressive inline in 1 week. So boom. I wanted to bring this up and once again encourage everybody. Have the audacity of ray gun when you're making up your roller skating moves. Have the audacity to say that you made this stuff up. Show people the different things that you made and stand on business. Because if you can literally steal even more from the indigenous people of Australia than you already implicitly have, and then try to sue somebody for this, if you actually make some stuff up, I don't think you should feel bad about it. I think people need to be, I don't want to say the word, you don't got to be aggressive. But you can stand on business. We stand on business about the stuff that you made. Because if you don't stand on business about the stuff that you made, somebody will come and try to take your cookies. And that's one of the reasons why I made rhythm skating as a page. I made rhythm skating as an Instagram name. I'm tagging rhythm skating in everything that I do, I take that rhythm skating tag seriously. I'm continuing to be and try to make myself into a rhythm skating person. That's another big thing. Because one day people gonna come back for rhythm skating. They're gonna come for rhythm skating one day. They're gonna come for rhythm skating in a serious way. They came for jam skating. Go through and look at jam skating. Something else that's been heavily appropriated. You got the D's at the top. This is because this is on my page. Look at jam skating on your page. This is what jam skating looks like on my page because I'm subscribed to D's. I watched this video multiple times. I don't know how she got here. Usher. Jam skating music shuffle playlist. This is like the best music playlist on the internet. This right here. Any jam skating song that you heard at your rink that you didn't quite know where it was from, it is on this playlist. Iceberg, 69 Boys, Tootsie Rolls, In the Air. I started listening to Fergalicious. I was in the gym today dancing to Fergalicious. Like, Fergalicious definition make the boys go loco. This is mine. This is mine. Oh, local skater, Cincinnati. Oh, he got the B on. He ain't rocking the ski mask though. Where your ski mask at? Where your ski mask, Dylan? Cause they just won Roller Jam. Let's try it out. Ooh, hopefully that's not playing. Yep. Jam skating. Can't look at videos, gotta sign in. Can't look at videos, gotta sign in. Wow. Jam skating. Let's check out some pulse. Boo, do, ludo, do. Learn front dips with me, do. Easy moves that you can use without toe stops. Okay. Boob, do. Smitty, boob. Do. Umi Janta picture. She's not really a jam skater. Love Umi. I love that Umi Janta is successful. I love that she's successful. The zero, boob. Learn the hill manual transitions with me. This is jam skating. This is what jam skating is now. Do. Okay. Me. This Usher? This Usher in the back? Nope, Skinny Legend. 24 weeks ago, boo. So that's like a whole hashtag, the most popular hashtag. It's hard to even really rank on that. Anyway, Boss Tweezy, those are all the points I have for today. If there's anything that you'd like me to cover in an upcoming live, I'd love to know that. Let me write a poll before I walk out of here. I want to write a poll because there's a couple different things. I got a break coming up. I'm so excited about it. I said it twice. I've been planning for this break for weeks. For my break, I want to code for 5 hours a day, every single day of the break. I've been working on my responsive HTML websites. I made a menu. I want to see if I can show y'all. I finished it. This is the second one. This is the menu I made. I wrote all of these lines. It has a CSS style and it also has an HTML style. So, question. Oh, let me think about this. What challenges should I take on for my 100 hours of rollerblading? Inline skating. Get an aggressive setup. Street skating. With WeRDC. Okay. Slalom skating. I need one more. Getting aggressive skating set up. The difference between inline skating and rhythm skating. Because right now I'm still hung up on the first 10 hours. Oh, man. I don't have any content to go for this week. I don't have any shorts. I don't have any videos. So that means that I'm going to have to put out the fall of Moonlight roller skating. One more preview. One preview from the fall of Moonlight roller skates. Yesterday I showed everybody the intro. Cause this right here is one of the most things I got made. Or I could work on some of the reels that I got in the chamber. Think about a couple of the ideas. I could listen to my lives to see what I could cut up. But still, or I could just put all of that in the Moonlight, 5 hours, just bam, every day. Because if I wake up tomorrow's my productions morning. I do productions before I go in. Not productions, I do Dumb Busy TV. I do productions on Tuesday and Thursday. This is what I got. I need to add the extra portions from the parts that I made. So all the parts where you see me and it shifts to me in my bonnet, like here, these are the parts that I just need videos to cover up. So what? That's like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, probably a minute of B-roll, 30 seconds of B-roll at the front. I need to just put this out. I'm gonna play a part that connects to what I said a little bit earlier.
Come in, the family
Play a
gotta
part
pay
that connects
admission.
to the Ray Gun situation, as
The
well
red
as the
skates,
need
the
to
kids gonna be
commodify
asking to
your
eat
art. If you're
food,
gonna
they
make it
gonna
the
want some
art,
money to
make
play
sure that you're
games,
writing
you
down
have
your
to buy
intellectual
them all
property and getting
lockers.
that.
Adult nights hit or miss. You might have an adult night, but adults don't have to skate at that rink. They might want to go to another rink. There might be a party somewhere, so you can have some adult nights. Them drinks is empty. It may sound weird, but Moonlight Roller Skates being black-owned made it special. Reddit user Victorious Attitude explains it perfectly in this post. It's not about the shortage. It's about the erasure of the absolutely essential influence of people of color on roller skating culture and history, and the current, almost exclusive visibility in support of white influencers and white-owned skate companies. Just look at the roller skating hashtags on TikTok and Instagram. Look at the ownership of skate companies and the people in the content they post. The black community fought hard to be allowed in rinks and then kept them alive when it wasn't popular in the mainstream. And now white people are overwhelmingly profiting from and dominating the sport. Furthermore, leaders from companies like Impala and Planet Roller Skate, heavily tied to Moxie, have ignored, excluded, and or outright censored BIPOC voices.
It's disappointing because you try and support a business.
I need to switch these.
This post. It's not about the shortage. Another rink, there might be a party somewhere, so you can have some adult nights. Them drinks is empty. It may sound weird, but Moonlight Roller Skates being black-owned made it special. Reddit user Victoria.
No, I'm gonna do it offline because I'm listening to this on delay. But anyway, Boss Tweezy, thank you so much for coming in today and enjoying the live and adding your energy. I look forward to continuing my inline skating journey. My next live, I really want to be able to do some maintenance, and I want to be able to put the wheels on, as well as rotate my wheels. I'm definitely going to need to rotate them super duper soon and just give my whole inline skate a scrub. I'm looking to be able to come out. Yeah, goodbye for Monday. LOL, you are in Monday right now. That's why you're working? I was going to ask you what time it was, but now I lost my train of thought. I want to be able to skate with We Are Skate DC. Love you too. Love you too, Helen. I want to be able to skate with We Are DC next week. And if I don't skate with them next week, I definitely want to go down to Freedom Plaza and skate because it's just a good place to skate. Like, it looks really, really good. The ground's really smooth. It's a lot of nice angles, and I definitely have been underutilizing roller skating down by the archives. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to jump back into the lab. I'm on the fence. I kind of want to go to hip hop. Sheesh, almost midday. Jeez. Like, I kind of want to go down to Hip Hop Chicken to get some chicken for the takeout. I'm going to go down to Hip Hop Chicken and I'm going to get some chicken. Let's keep it about. I might just get a 6-piece instead of the 10-piece because the 6-piece would be food for the day and food for tomorrow. And I already kind of fried some chicken today. I already have 4 pieces of fried chicken this morning, but I made that at the house. That's just different than getting it from the carryout. The carryout, anyway. Done Beezy issues. Things that Done Beezy talk about.